Most of us like to think we have some personal attributes, some leadership qualities. Maybe we've got ninja tactics for dealing with email or whatever. In order to convert this into true effectiveness, we need an essential commodity, something that drives everything. What is it? What do we need? Motivation is part of it, but even with motivation, there's still something we need to really be effective. It's energy, yeah. There's growing recognition of the importance of wellness in organisations. Pretty much any organisation I've worked with, in whatever sector, wherever we've been in the world, has really recognised that they have a problem with people. So individuals, for example, very often find themselves sort of running low on energy, sometimes for quite extended periods of time, and that clearly affects, of course, their performance and their effectiveness. And of course, ultimately, that can lead to sustainability issues with an organisation. When people have a lot of energy, they do tend to be happy. And why is that? Well, they tend to do their jobs well, they tend to do a lot of work, they tend to have appetite for more work once they've completed a task, and they also have energy and vitality and motivation, if you like, for things outside work. Most of us like to have life outside work as well. The bottom line really is that very simple adjustments around things like what we eat, how we sleep, how we move, light exposure, and certain psychological techniques can be really effective in terms of helping people feel better and function better. Today is partly about understanding how all of this works, so the theory and the science behind how lifestyle factors affect us in terms of our energy, our well-being, and our general effectiveness. We're going to get very practical though, so there'll be several very simple strategies that you might use even today in order to help how you feel. Protein-rich foods include things like what? Meat, very good. Fish, eggs, very good. What sort of hormones do you imagine would give you a bit of a boost of energy? Adrenaline, that's exactly right. A lot of individuals will honestly say, I have more energy than I can remember having. I've got more energy than I've had for the whole of my adult life, just by making a few simple changes. So when people are more energized, what happens? Well, of course, they're more engaged, they're more productive, they feel more productive, they're more satisfied with what they get done in a given day or week. Within the workplace, other people are benefiting. Most people like to work around people who are relatively high energy and generally have positive mood. There's a few things that are really important when presenting sort of wellness and performance related information. But the science really has to be sound, the content needs to be good on that level. Whatever the content is, it needs to make sort of intuitive sense to people. If you come at this information and present it in a way that has some humility to it, and maybe even a bit of humour, then that's what really makes these ideas land. That's what makes them really effective. That's what makes them be used by individuals to the betterment of those individuals as well as the organisations in which they work.